I'm Kyla Cabral from the Fall River Public Library, and today I am reading Tess's Tree by Jess M. Brailer and pictures by Peter H. Reynolds. This is Tess. This is Tess's tree. Tess loved to swing from her tree, play in its leaves, camp out under it. Tess loved her tree. Tess was exactly 9 years, 3 months, and 2 days old. Tess's tree was about 175 years old, and that's very old for a tree. The leaves of Tess's tree grew green in the spring and turned yellow in the fall. And long ago, the words Tyler and Max had been carved into the tree within the shape of a heart on the trunk of Tess's tree. Then one night, a storm blew hard and long, making the tree's old branches bend and shake. A big branch fell from Tess's tree. Then another one fell. Tess's mom was worried. She said the tree could fall and hurt someone. Not my tree, thought Tess. But Tess's tree was taken down. Tess was angry. She threw her toys. She screamed at the neighbors. And then she started to kick other trees. Then Tess was sad. She hugged the branch that used to hold her swing. She lay on the stump of her tree and she cried for a long time. Tess had to do something for her tree. She couldn't just let it go quietly away. I know, she thought, my tree will have a funeral. Tess invited friends, family, and neighbors to celebrate the life of Tess's tree. The invitation read, "You are invited Sunday at 11 a.m. to celebrate the life of Tess's tree." Tess set up chairs and helped the children of her tree dress up for the service. Then when the service began, Tess walked slowly to the stump of her tree and laid a flower on it, wiped her nose, and sat on the nearest chair. A neighbor with a white collar said, "We, friends and family, are gathered here today to celebrate the life of Tess's tree." Tess's teacher stood next to the stump and read a poem about a swing. "How would you like to go up in a swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it the pleasantest thing ever a child can do." Tess cried when she thought about her tree and its swing. Then a handsome husband and a pretty wife who looked like movie stars walked slowly to the stump of Tess's tree. "Dear friends of Tess's tree," said the wife, "I'm Tyler." "And," said the husband, "I'm Max." They looked at Tess and smiled. "Wow," Tess whispered. "It's them who wrote the heart that said Tyler and Max." "This was once our tree too," Tyler said. They each kissed Tess on her cheek. An older woman walked unsteadily to the stump. "My dear friends," the lady said, "this is me as a child." She held up an old photo. "More than 70 years ago, happy climbing among the branches of Tess's tree." "Awesome," thought Tess. The old woman turned to Tess. "I loved your tree. Here, please, this is for you." And she handed the old photograph to Tess. Tess's mother stood next to the stump and invited Tess to join her. She told the friends of Tess's tree how proud she was of her daughter. Tess smiled and thanked the people for helping her celebrate the life of her tree. That night, Tess looked out her bedroom window to where her tree once stood. She thought about her tree. She thought about what her tree had done for so many people. A last tear dried, and she was okay. The end.